Hello and welcome to my first Essex Senior League Roundup show. My name is Sam Gardner. You might have seen me on the Back Post show. I'm going to be doing weekly roundups of everything that has been going on in the Essex Senior League over the past week. Lots to get through this week, so let's get right into it. First of all, in Saturday's fixtures, it was the fixture at Parslows Park between Athletic Newham and Little Oakley. Newham took the lead in the first half through Jaden Thiongo, but that was cancelled out by an equaliser from Oakley from former White Ensign man Taylor Jacoby. So 1-1 it was at the break. Newham were reduced to 10 in the second half following George Rankin's red card, but they held on for a well-deserved 1-1 draw at home and put a little bit of a dent into Little Oakley's title hopes. Next up, it was quite a comfortable 3-0 victory for Barking at Maesbrook Park against West Essex. It was a double from Chaka Barnett. The man's been in the goals quite a lot recently. And it was a third for Ryan Pickles to secure 3 points for Craig Edwards' side. Next up was a very exciting game at Spa Road in Witham, where Hackney Wick and Great Wakering Rovers played out a 5-goal thriller. It was Wick who went 1-0 up at the break thanks to Joshua Adiojo's strike. Ben Search levelled for Wakering before Andre Anderson put the hosts back in front. But Jack Dickinson soon got Wakering level again, and in second half stoppage time, Luke Hurst popped up with the winner to secure a massive 3 points on the road for Wakering. Ilford travelled up to House of Town and got a very, very good 3-1 victory in front of a big crowd at Rosebery Lane. Jeremy Arthur put the visitors ahead. That was cancelled out by an equaliser from Jamie Bennett before Michael Adu put the Foxes in front at the break. Greg Akpeli then scored in the second half to secure a priceless 3 points on the road for Ilford, who now find themselves in a very good position for the playoffs. The match at the Royal Oak between Harwich and Parkson and Saffron Walden Town was abandoned after 40 minutes. The hosts were 2-0 up thanks to goals from Liam White and Louis Bloom, but heavy fog coming in from the North Sea ensured that this match could not be completed and will be rearranged for a later date. Holbridge Sports and Seoul Tower Hamlets played out a quite exciting 1-1 draw at Lower Road. In a game full of back and forth action, it was Georges Kebby who gave Seoul the lead shortly after the restart, but it was a late penalty from Billy Willis to rescue a point for Holbridge. In the early kick-off at Burrows Park, it was White Ensign who got the better of Basildon United, thanks to a solitary goal 5 minutes in from Albie Keith. And finally, in the FA Vars, unfortunately, Benfleet's run in the competition is over. In front of a massive crowd of 647 at Woodside, it was the visitors Punjab United who qualified for the next round, thanks to first half goals from Jack Hopkins and Will Johnson-Cole. The league table is on screen now. As you can see, both of the league's top sides at the time picks up draws. So Great Wakering Rovers now go second at the expense of Seoul Tower Hamlets. Seoul Tower Hamlets, of course, have 2 games in hand over Great Wakering. Barking and Ilford's solid wins kept them 4th and 5th. The playoff race is very much hotting up at the moment. Pretty much anyone from about 11th can qualify for the playoffs still. Hackney Wick sitting in 11th, only 7 points off. Whereas at the other end of the table, Frenford and West Essex still sit 20th and 19th respectively, with the likes of Sporting Bengal, Romford and Athletic Newham still looking over their shoulders. As for the week's fixtures, there is a match on Wednesday night at Mile End Stadium between Seoul Tower Hamlets and Ilford, which should be a very good game considering both teams' very good positions in the league at the moment. Here are the bulk of the Saturday fixtures then. Basildon United versus Holbridge Sports is a 2 o'clock kickoff, a battle of 2 mid-table sides. Benfleet also host Hackney Wick at 2 o'clock, and they'll be wanting to keep up their playoff challenge. Another 2 o'clock fixture at Wadham Lodge as struggling West Essex face Sporting Bengal United, who sit just outside the relegation zone. That could be a massive game in the context of the season at the bottom of the table. As for the 3 o'clocks, Buckhurst Hill host White Ensign, which should be a good game considering Buckhurst Hill have been in very, very good form as of late. Bottom side Frenford host Barking, who will look to consolidate their playoff position. Great Wakering Rovers, now second as I record this, host Athletic Newham, who've been a bit hit and miss this season, but they are still looking over their shoulder a little bit at the bottom. Little Oakley remain top and they face a Housestead side who've now dropped out of the playoff positions in the past few weeks, so they'll be looking for a good result to try and get themselves back up there. A derby match at Maesbrook Park as Romford host near neighbours Ilford. Saffron Walden Town host fellow playoff challengers Woodford Town in a battle of 6th versus 7th at Caton's Lane. And finally, Seoul Tower Hamlets are back at home and they face up to Harwich and Parkston. So that's it for my short roundup. Feedback on this video will be greatly appreciated. Enjoy all the games that you go to this week and take care. See you next week.